On this video, I'm going to be diving in and showing you what it took for Jacqueline, one of our customers, to acquire 6 listings in her first 6 months with Mescula. I'm showing you the funnel, the AI, all the good stuff, as well as the ad numbers, so you can see how simple it actually can be and why you should not overcomplicate this stuff if you're building it by yourself, or if you're having a company to run everything for you and then consult you throughout the process. It actually is simple. You just need to know how to run the funnel. You need to know how to go up with the conversations and increase the conversions throughout the process and the funnel. But most people, most agents, most companies, they just overcomplicate this stuff, when in reality you should build the foundations and then you can start scaling up from there. So like the first step, always build those foundations up and then going from there. But that being said, that's what we're gonna be diving in today. If you don't know who I am and you're new to the channel, my name is Eetu. I'm the founder and CEO at Mescula, a real estate growth agency that's revolutionizing the way how realtors across the US and Canada are acquiring listings by implementing AI-enhanced value-first listing acquisition system. And on this channel, I'll show you how to build scalable and predictable listing acquisition system so that you can close 12 or 24, 36 or even more listings per year. And if you're already a subscriber, welcome back. Let's dive in. So, as you can see from here, Jacqueline, first 6 months, we have 1 listing, 2 listings, 3 listings, 4 listings, fifth listing, so 5 listings, and her 6th listing. Pretty cool stuff, and all that in just 6 months from the date that she actually started working with us. Now, she's in a market where those listings are $1 million listings, so her GCI from those listings would be around 160,000 in commissions, and that's 20.99x ROAS, return on ad spend, in 6 months. So if you heard me saying in the previous videos that Facebook is one of the sources that you can actually get 10x returns, this is just to show you that it actually is a channel, is a source where you can get 10x returns. In this case, 20x returns on ad spend. Now, let's dive into how we actually made this happen. And as I said earlier, this is super simple. We did not overcomplicate this stuff. We just wanted to make it work, and we were in a rush to get it work. Hence why she also was able to have a fast start. So everything kind of worked nicely here. We didn't overcomplicate anything. We get things super simple, and that's also how you should be doing when it comes to this. Also, funny thing, I don't know if I've said this already, but I want to just preface what I'm going to show you, that in most situations the ads that works the best, the ugliest. So I think that's good to just tell you straight out of the gate. But cool, we have the ad here. So Facebook and Instagram ad, and we're directing the traffic to a survey page. Super simple, nothing fancy. And then we're directing the traffic who actually submit the lead, survey and become a lead. We're directing them to a booking page. Again, super simple, nothing fancy. From there, the people who book, we direct them to a thank you page. And I have created different videos where I actually dive into the math of this funnel and the process, and showing you what it looks like in terms of average cost per leads and conversions on these pages and all the good stuff. But this is what we did. On top of that, what we did is we implemented our AI booking bot. SMS-based AI booking bots. So basically, the people who did not book after they submitted this form, right, or this survey, so they didn't book on this page, those people, AI started to engage with them straight away in about 30 seconds. By the way, a huge bottleneck when it comes to running Facebook and Instagram ads, any online ads really, is that people are just lazy and they don't. Maybe you are one of them, I don't know. Sometimes we just have a bunch of things to do, and we cannot actually engage with the people who are coming in fast enough, and fast enough really means 30 seconds. If you contact the lead 5 minutes after they sign up, your chances of converting them drops by, I think it's like 800%, which is crazy. So yeah, the sooner you get to them, the better. Hence why we have an AI booking system that actually engages with those leads that did not book or call here. And on this first one, we didn't do anything crazy. We just had a super simple one. You just literally ask any unique features, all the good stuff, started to have a conversation with the lead, and then this is here AI replying like, that's great, anything else you'd like to mention? Not really, all the good stuff, and thanks for sharing that. And then we schedule a phone consultation. That's it. Nothing more crazy than that. It was super simple process, but when I say this, one of the things that I need to mention is like so many people, so many agents thinks that the funnel, the ad, the AI and all the good stuff would have to be super complex and super, I don't know how to say it, but like finding the most high quality people and possible in most cases. Unless you actually talk with the person, you cannot really figure out the intent and the motivation level, because people lie on online forums when it comes to text and all that stuff. You actually need to have a conversation with them to really dig deep and being able to see the motivation and hear the motivation and then going from there. Also, we have had human ISA, so like actual people inside sales agent calling leads. One thing that we notice is that the conversion is much higher when the agent is the one having those conversations. Now, obviously, if you're really looking to scale up and you're looking to build a big business and big team and all the good stuff, then, or like a freedom business, then you do need to learn the way on how to actually train your team, train your ISAs, having in-house team members to have those conversations and all the good stuff. But most of you are most likely agents who really want to add on 1, 2, 3 extra listings per month and getting to the next level, and then starting to think about the scaling from there. In that case, you really don't need anyone else other than the funnel, the system, AI, and yourself, right? When it comes to that. And then you just need to learn the skills of conversion. And then once you learn that skill, now you can document that, you can process that and actually hand it out to your team members and train them up on your acquisition process, right? But kind of lost my train of thought there, kind of ranting. So that's that. But yeah, I guess that's just to say that the ad here, I think I mentioned this earlier, but it's the best ads that we have ran with our customers. We have served over 400 real estate agents across the US and Canada right now, millions of dollars in ad spend up to date. And it's just the truth that the most simple, boring creatives seems to work the best when it comes to real estate. We are testing a lot of different creatives, and the simple ones just like convert day after day, week after week, month after month, year after year. There's some tweaks that we need to take and all that good stuff. Now, when it comes to the ad itself, a couple of things that I want to mention. Obviously, I already said that it's simple, it's straightforward, all the good stuff, and the offer is easy to say yes to. So in this instance, we're running a home evolution ad, which most of you people just don't like, and I get it. But at the same time, if you really want to get more listings and build up your business, that's the way that I highly recommend, because those just converts. That's why people are running them. It just converts if you know what you're doing, right? A couple of things when it comes to the ad. So if you look at the creative here, and then you look at the ad copy, or you lean in on the ad copy, so everything before the see more thingy here. So if you look at those, and then you look at the headline, a couple of things to note. The lean in, the creative, and the headline are all talking about the same thing. Hey homeowners, how much is your home worth in this current market? Street by street evaluation. Get your free price update now. Learn more. It's straightforward. It's in alignment with, like, when people see the creative, they're like, oh, street by street evaluation, what's that? Hey, how much is your home worth in this current market? Oh, so like my home, got it, okay. So I need to have a home, homeowners, duh. So that's that. And then get your free price update now. So I'm like, oh, okay, so maybe, and click. the whole idea when it comes to the ad itself in real estate market is to just sell the click, nothing else. The next step handles then getting the information. The next step handles then getting them scheduled, nurtured, pre-qualified, all that stuff, pre-vetted, whatnot. Those next steps will handle that. The first step is just to sell the click. That's it. And the more straightforward your ad is, the better it converts. So like everything has to talk about the same thing. You cannot talk about home evaluations in the ad copy, then the creative is you with a dog eating some ice cream. I guess that could work. But yeah, and then the headline would say something like talk to me today or whatever. So like you get the point. You have to have it has to be in alignment. You have to think about like, okay, from A to B, I'm seeing one thing, and the next thing I'm seeing needs to be in alignment with what I saw already, right? And it has to kind of like lead me to the next step. So I see, now I'm like, oh, what's that? I see more, and now I want to learn more. I want to read more. I read more, and then it sells the click. I want to click to get to the next step in order to get this thing that they are saying to me on the ad. Then we go into the landing page, on the opt-in page, squeeze page, whatever you want to call that, the page that we have the long form survey. On there, the whole idea is to get them also is to sell the submission, sell the survey submission, get them to actually submit the survey. And if you look at that, when someone comes from the ad to this survey page, they saw this free price update, free home evaluation ad, and then they go into the next page and the headline just says, get your free home price update now. It's the same thing that they saw already, that they actually clicked the wanting to learn more, which makes them more likely to actually convert and submit the survey and convert to a lead. Now we have the headline, right? And then we have the sub headline. So the sub headline gives more information about the thing that they're doing. So like this is like the call to action in a way, so the offer. And then here we have a new call to action, but it gives more information. Okay, like what do I need to do? What's happening, etc. What is this whole thing? And then here we have the actual survey. Again, nothing fancy in this one. We just wanted to build something quickly for this person in order to get more leads, more appointments, more listings, and then enhancing, perfecting the conversion skills, then starting to actually make the whole better. So yeah, and then we obviously have the next step, right? So super simple, straightforward, talks about the same thing as they saw already on the platform. And then from there, again, straightforward thing. Wait, so no thank yous, nothing here, because that's not where the funnel stops. We want them to pause and read. Wait, we're preparing your free report. Choose the time below for free and no obligation phone consultation. So we're now selling the phone consultation. And again, so that we can tell you exactly what your home is really worth today. So that we can actually, on the phone consultation, actually dive into your situation, figure out all the different things you've done, have a conversation about the home, where you're moving, all that stuff, the market, etc. And that way, actually give you more accurate pricing, right? Knowing all the deeds. So we're selling the phone consultation because that is what we need in order to actually give them the information they requested. Like that's one thing there. And then obviously we're directing them to a thank you page where we thank them about booking the call. And then here is the extremely important thing to have is like you have a follow-up and nurturing sequence. This is like the secret sauce. And by the way, this thing that I'm showing is just like a super straightforward conversation. There are leads that are not that easy, and the conversations that keeps on going and actually digs deep and gets more questions answered, all the good stuff, increase the intent and the motivation to actually schedule a call. But this one I just took something really quickly to show you like that he actually has conversations. But you need to have some type of follow-up nurturing system in place, and then a conversion machine to actually convert those leads into appointments and consultations. So like this is one of the things, but then here is the secret sauce. Like this is the main thing, actually having AI system in place to convert those leads into phone consults at scale. Now, let's dive into the numbers real quick. And from the 6-month period, we had 223,000 impressions, cost per 1,000 impressions, CPM, $34. We had link click-through rate, what do we have it? 3% per impression, pretty good. 203 leads, cost per lead $37, $38 almost. 30 phone consults. Now, this does not include the AI phone consults, okay? That 30 only includes the people from here, and that number is actually pretty low. However, the cost per appointment scheduled, so the phone consult on the booking page, was $255. And if you include the AI bookings as well as the people that we have and they have called from those opt-ins to convert those into phone consults, it's much lower, this number here, okay? And this number here is much higher. But I'm just showing the ads data from the funnel from the basic. Now, that's just to say that if you look at my other videos, I'll explain to you about the average KPIs and all the good stuff. But in some markets, the cost per lead is much higher than in other markets, right? A couple of things that affects is obviously competition. It's like when you have a higher home values, you most likely have more competition. You most likely have more ad spend out there. People competing. So like the cost per lead tends to increase, okay? But when it comes to this, if you are getting leads at $40 per lead, and then out of those leads you get 6 listings in 6 months, making you 160k commissions, 20.99x ROAS. Trying to look if I have the ad spend here. No, I don't, but you could calculate it from that. But 20.99x ROAS, it's actually really freaking good. So like, yes, in some markets the cost per lead is higher, the cost per appointment is higher, all that good stuff. However, normally if you actually have the whole process nailed down and you focus on the back end here, right, the conversion piece, not only the AI, but actually how to convert the leads to more conversations, those conversations at higher level to in-person appointments, and how to go about those in-person appointments in order to convert more and more into listings, then the numbers will start to make sense. Which is why we don't want to, even when someone is working with us, we don't really want to overcomplicate the actual funnel in that process. Where we want to focus on is the back end, is the AI, as well as the conversion game. Because converting Facebook leads and online leads in general, it's something that most people don't actually know how to do, right? And it's not their fault. And also, they may even know kind of how to do it, but they just don't understand the numbers and they just stop doing it. Which is why there's another videos in my channel going over the numbers which you need to understand in order to actually scale up your listing acquisition online. However, lost my train of thought. So forget that one. But nevertheless, if you want to learn more how our value first listing acquisition works nowadays and how we can potentially help you out with that, click the link in the description. There's a link that directs you to this page where it's a video where I go over the value first listing acquisition system, 2 reasons why it actually works, and kind of walk you through if we can potentially help you out. Well, after you watch the video, click the schedule your interview button there and schedule a call, your interview with my team, and they're going to walk you through in depth what the pros would look like for you and how we can potentially help you out to scale up your listing acquisition. If you don't want to do that, that's totally fine. For you, I have, and also the people who do click the link, stay tuned, subscribe. I'll have a bunch of more videos going more and more in depth into this process, and yeah, just here to provide some value. Hopefully there's some value that you got out of this, and if nothing else, thank you, and I'll see you on the next one.